Hello from the World Economic Forum in Geneva. My name is Adrian Monk and I'll be moderating today's session. Welcome to this virtual meeting, which has brought together leaders and stakeholders from across the global community for our COVID action platform. Today, this meeting serves as a launch pad for the next chapter, the Great Reset. We have contributions from His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, from UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, from IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva, and from many more in the next hour and a quarter. But to get us underway, let's hear from the forum's Executive Chairman and Founder, Professor Klaus Schwab.
Thank you, Adrian. It is obvious that we are in the midst of the most severe crisis the world has experienced since World War II. 75 years ago, countries and people came together to shape the post-war global order, which brought us decades of peace, increased global cooperation and prosperity to hundreds of millions of people around the world. The COVID-19 crisis has shown us that our old systems are not fit anymore for the 21st century. In short, we need a great reset. We have to mobilize all constituents of our global society to work together. We must not miss this unique window of opportunity. For this reason, I'm grateful that we are joined for this announcement of the Great Reset Initiative, not only by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, but by representatives of international organizations, business, trade unions, scientists, and above all, the young generation. Now we have the very special message from the United Nations Secretary General, Antonio Guterres.
Your Royal Highness, Professor Schwab, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I send you my warmest greetings and best wishes on the launch of the Great Reset. The COVID-19 pandemic is causing enormous human suffering and economic hardship. A microscopic virus has closed down entire countries and economies. In doing so, it has exposed the fragility that characterizes much of our world. The Great Reset can help to enlarge the conversation and integrate the thinking into financial systems and global markets. Together, we can make faster progress as we work to end the COVID-19 pandemic and build a more stable, peaceful, and prosperous world for all. Thank you.
So it is a great honor, Your Royal Highness, to hear from you now. And let me, without further ado, hand over to you.
Caroline, thank you very much indeed for your kind words. I think I have a feeling it's about 38 years now, probably, or something like that, that I've been trying. But these are unprecedented times. Every person on the planet has been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Our world came to a standstill, and it became clear that we did not have the answer or the mechanisms to address such an unprecedented global threat. The threats posed by this dreadful pandemic came upon us suddenly with very little warning. The threat of climate change has been more gradual, but its devastating reality for many people. And as we move from rescue to recovery, therefore, we have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So I can only encourage us all to think big and act now. Thank you, Caroline.
What does the Great Reset mean to you? You've been working again on this agenda for many decades. And how is the World Economic Forum and Davos going to contribute to this game-changing moment?
I think the most important issue is to change our mindsets, and instead of being so much focusing on short-termism as we did in the past, we have to keep in mind the long-term perspectives and the long-term prosperity. the World Economic Forum is very much engaged to elaborate a comprehensive system of ESG, environmental, social, and good governance criteria for companies. It should be a must for companies to report not only on financial success, but how they contribute to our environmental health, to social cohesion, and exercise good governance. That's only one aspect. So to answer your question related to Davos, we will now start a quite high number of task forces to look at all the different issues, and we will present all those ideas to the people assembled in Davos, to the leaders from business and from the political community. But at the same time, we will make Davos very different, very open. We will mobilize our 10,000 global shapers in over 400 cities around the world to organize a twin summit and to interact continuously with those assembled in Davos to ensure that we do not fall back to old recipes, but that we really look at forward-oriented solutions.
Thank you, Klaus.
Actually, I just want to turn for some closing thoughts to the person who helped conceive this initiative, Professor Klaus Schwab. Klaus.
Today is the beginning of a global mobilization effort to rally our forces behind this great reset initiative. And we have seen all the support during this session. We do not want to do just patchwork on our old system. It's not enough to change a few policies to address short-term issues. What we need is a change of mindsets. It came out in the discussion of business models, of lifestyles, in order to achieve a more cohesive, more collaborative, more resilient world. It must be a comprehensive approach to shape the future, integrating all organizations and people with innovative ideas. And we have seen many ideas during the last hour. Our role at the World Economic Forum is to act as an independent and impartial platform open to all stakeholders. We want to mobilize any organization, any person in the world. It's not just one-off event what we are doing. I think it's a process. It's a process which integrates many facets, contributions from the governments, the international organizations, business, companies, the young generation. None of this is possible without a strong economy and a cohesive society. I would like to thank again the Prince of Wales, Secretary General Guterres, Director General Georgieva, and all you panelists for launching this great reset initiative. It's a tremendous responsibility which we have. There is no other way. We have to live up to the expectations which we have created, and we will do so. Thank you very much for joining this important Great Reset Initiative launch.